Louder.
So I have a lisp. I swear I have a lisp. It's not funny. It's not funny.
You might just have a little lisp. I mean, all my life I've told I'm a mumbler.
My mom used to tell me I was a mumbler too.
Really?
Yeah. Is that something that we have in common, or are you just shocked?
We're mumblers. Great. Two mumblers through the podcast. That's so funny.
Oh my gosh.
What's happening? Why is...
Oh man. On that note, should we give it a go?
Let's go.
Let's go.
Hey, Jacqueline.
Hey, Jen.
Cheers.
Cheers.
We got nothing in that cup. So we had some beer left over.
From opening day.
From opening day. So
we've got a Birdhouse Pale Ale here.
Yeah. So I was in Baltimore this week for opening day. We had our opening day ride, and I went and grabbed some special beer. What do you think?
That's good.
Yeah?
Yep. I enjoy that very much.
So it's probably better than we just had a taste of, right?
Yeah, well, we just tried this craft beer, and I'm not going to name it. But are you picking up the can after I said we're not going to name it?
Okay.
So we tried this.
No, I'm not.
Okay. So this is a prime example of why you shouldn't judge a book by its cover. I got this beer from Crooked Crab. It's called Pink Krabby Club, and it's a play on Pink Pony Club.
Yeah, it totally
is. It has a sign that says Hop to Go, and it's actually really, John was at the beer store last night, and he comes back to the car, and he's like, I got this for you because I know that you really like that song.
Beer store?
And beer store. Beer store?
Liquor store?
I call it a liquor store. John calls it a beer store.
Okay.
But since I'm telling a story about John, I figured I would call the store what he calls it. Because if he listens to this, he would think that that's endearing.
I mean, I have to say, when I saw it, I had high hopes. I had high hops for it. And it was a big fat flop.
I mean, it does say that it is a hoppy beer, and I know that it's almost Easter, but we're not hoppy about that kind of stuff. So speaking of, you get to eat candy soon.
Oh my God, yeah, right?
How's that going?
Candy and soda. Although this is like soda, so it kind of craves that. Like,
I mean, it's just carbonated.
It's carbonated, which is like, but I haven't had any like somebody asked me if I was drinking any of the like poppy or any of that stuff, like seltzers, like any of that, like non-alcoholic. The answer is no. But I mean, high noons, yes. A beer, sure.
Yeah.
But yeah.
But it's not going to give you what you like. Soda, when I think of that, it's almost like a caffeine fix.
And sugar, a ton of sugar.
Right,
and, so I do love sugar. So candy and soda I gave up for Lent. And it's really been fine. I haven't missed it. I mean, a couple times, like, I'm at my parents and I see the giant candy dish. I'm like,
But you haven't eaten it.
No, nothing.
How's your dad doing with a giant candy dish?
I know. Well, he can't get to it, so
oh my God, that's
he
torture.
doesn't even see it. He's
in
the kitchen.
Okay,
so he can't see it. I brought over a bunch of stuff for Easter just so he can admire it before. We've got less than 20 days. Actually, 2 weeks, right? From today is Easter.
Wow, really?
Yeah, April 20.
Wow.
So yeah, I'm excited. I am ready to have what is it? What are those candies that are usually in the Easter basket? The malted milk ball eggs.
Whoppers?
No, they're eggs.
Yeah, but Whopper brand.
But they are Whopper. It's like the Robin eggs or something. I love those. So that
in the yellow milk carton.
Yeah. So I do love that. So yeah. Did you give anything up for Lent?
No, I'm going to hell.
You missed that train.
I did. I mean, we talked about it, right? You told me what you were going to give up, and I was like, what should I give up? And then I just decided not to give anything up.
That's okay. Oh my God. So how was your week? Did you have a good week otherwise?
Yeah, it was good. Can we
We had
talk
fun.
about how many milestones?
Wow. I had
Like an
3 in my class today.
obscene amount of
3
milestones. 3 in one
in
class.
one class. It was
What
crazy.
on
So
earth?
somebody was telling me, so we had a 200, 300 and 500. And somebody's like, that's 1,000 rides. I was like, yeah.
Yes, between 3 people,
Yeah.
1,000 classes have happened.
Yes.
That's incredible.
Yeah. It was really fun. I, one writer, Leslie, she sent me a couple of requests and,
Leslie did.
yeah.
What did
You know,
she
she's from,
request?
she was like, let's go back to my roots. So she's Irish.
Yeah.
So she was like, you too, Sinead O'Connor. And fun fact, she's met you too. So apparently her mom, used to like do catering or something in Ireland, in Dublin, I suppose. And, they would cater, at the studio where you two
What?
was recording, I want to say Joshua Tree. And she's like, she's met them a handful of times. Like she's definitely everything.
I didn't know she enjoyed you two so much. I should have put them in my St. Patty's Day ride.
Yeah, loves you too. Sinead O'Connor, which,
Well, now I've got that in my back pocket.
yeah. I mean, you name, there aren't that many, famous Irish
No,
bands.
there's quite a
The
few.
Cranberries
Yeah.
played that.
And then Breathless. What is that? The chorus? Chorus?
Oh, maybe, yeah.
That like go on. Leave me breathless. I
Yeah.
love that song.
Oh,
I didn't know that was Irish, and I
I didn't.
really believe Google when Google said that it was Irish, so I didn't put it in my St. Patty's Day playlist.
Yeah, I don't
But
know that I would have known that.
Really, like I feel like if I would have played it, everyone would have been like, "What?"
Yeah, yeah,
But apparently, according to the internet,
yeah. Well, and we also, for our ride song, I played U2 and Mary J. Blige. So Alexi was in my class today, and she went and saw Mary J. Blige in Baltimore on Friday night.
is that where she was?
Yes.
I saw her outfit. I saw her post something, and I'm like, I bet she's at a concert. But
She
I
had her
didn't.
shirt on
I was
today.
scrolling
It
too
was
fast.
really, really
that's
cute. She said it was
awesome.
amazing.
I bet it was.
So that was,
I like Mary J. Blige.
yeah, yeah. She said it was great. So
Awesome.
I played that today as well. We had a great time. I'm so bad though at getting like photos and pictures after class. Like I
swear to God.
know you're ready to kill me. I know.
Like,
She's like,
where
did you,
are
where
where
are the
are
pictures,
the
Jen?
individual
I'm
photos?
like, oh,
I see the group photo. Where are the individual?
No. No.
Like, come on, man.
I'm sorry. I mean,
Jeez.
I'm going to get better. I swear. I think it is just not there for me.
And I swear to God, I am the only person that cares that much about it. I feel like.
Well, I don't know.
I don't know.
I don't think you're alone. I mean, I think your generation really loves to document all the things.
Well, so the Tribe Vibe, I think I want to talk about the Tribe Vibe anyway. So our monthly newsletter.
Yeah.
So it's going to come out this week and there is a milestone portion of it. And I like to highlight everybody individually, which is why the individual picture with their instructor is just so nice. So I'll get creative. You know me. It'll be all right.
I mean, I will also, if they're in my class, I'll grab the balloons and be like, let's get a shot.
Yeah. What did we ever come to a conclusion about potentially putting up milestones on the wall?
Yeah, I think, well, a couple of things we talked about this week, and they're kind of in motion. It's not the first thing on my list, but it's there on my list. The mirrors for our selfies. Yeah, that's coming. And
did
then
you see my response to your text? Do you like the black border?
I mean, I don't know that I care.
I wonder if we can see it in person. I think the black border
Well,
goes
it's a good
good.
question.
I kind of want to see the one that doesn't have a border, and even the gold border too. Because are the sink mirrors gold or no? Are they black?
They're black.
Okay, so it might make sense to get black border then.
Yeah. I mean, I don't think it matters. I mean, it just happened to be the exact size that we needed, already pre-made, pre-cut, that we could hang it. So that was kind of cool in that sense. So that, and then we're also thinking about, we have a little Polaroid camera that we were going to take little Polaroid shots and like make this frame that we can kind of put all these milestone pictures on, which I love the idea of it. It's, it could be a kind of cool piece of artwork too.
Yeah.
Which I think would be nice.
Yeah.
Yeah.
I think that'd be really nice. So if you're listening and that's something that you might want to see, let us know. Because I think that'd be really fun.
Yeah. I mean, we take so many pictures.
So many. And maybe,
I mean, let's rephrase it. You take so many pictures.
We all do. I think we do a good job at capturing content. feel like
Yeah.
sometimes it can be a little overwhelming. Like yesterday, I had to take a break. It probably didn't even look like I took a break to most
No,
people,
I'm
but
certain.
I just was like, I just need a second. Like I just need 24 hours. But maybe like after, if it's your 200th ride, you take your 100th photo down and replace it with your
Yeah.
200th or
Yeah.
something like that.
Or it just sort of is like a rotating thing. I mean, yeah, because I mean, I don't know. That's a lot of pictures. It's a lot of stuff. I mean, I think you did a really nice job when we had our, I think it was our 6th year. You made all those collages, which is,
That was 5
was
years.
that 5 years?
Yeah, yeah.
So all the collages of all the pictures, and that was so fun to look at. We have them in our back office, and you know, they're really just so nice to reminisce.
Yeah. I think it's cool too if you're just having a day and you're like, oh my gosh, I don't feel like doing this or I don't feel like I can do it. And then you just look up on the wall and you're like, wait a second, I've already done this 100 times or I've already done this 200
Yeah.
times. I think I can handle this. I don't know, just a little bit of motivation.
Yeah.
Or you look up and you see someone else who's done it
Yeah.
way more than you have.
Yeah.
You're like, if they can do it, I can do it too. Because that's
Yeah.
the truth.
I agree. And I have to say, we had this week. I've seen some people come back who I haven't seen in a while, which was nice.
That's awesome.
Yeah, so that's always a great feeling to if people go away or they go on vacation, you wonder where they've been, and all of a sudden they're back, and you're like, oh my God, hi! Like it's just a great feeling.
I actually had that happen today in Baltimore, and we were talking about Ashley. Like, wait a second, where's Ashley been? He's just been on vacation.
Oh, really?
Yeah, he said it was away. But I'm just happy that he's
Yeah,
back.
we're talking about that. We're like, we haven't seen him in a while.
Yep.
That's so
now
great.
he's back. Doubled up this morning.
Did he? Oh,
Yeah.
did he? Good.
Yeah, it was a good time.
That's nice.
I say it was a good time. Like I doubled up. I did not double up. I taught, but it looked like he had a good time.
Yeah. Yeah. Oh, but all those milestones. So we have a lot of content for this week, and we're gonna make sure we get that on Instagram. If it's not already, you probably put it on.
Oh, it's all done. Done and dusted.
Oh,
we did that.
Week's done. Check off.
Yeah.
So, last week though we had we ended our March Madness, and everybody got their hats, or at least you should have. So if you haven't and you're listening, make sure you stop by the front desk and grab it.
Yep.
And then from there, we're going to actually have some to sell as well. So if you are interested, I know there were a couple of people who were like, oh my God, I would love to buy one. We will have extras.
Awesome.
So yeah, so just, keep an eye out.
So this weekend, did we hang out on Friday? I'm trying.
Friday. What day was that? Like, when was that? Like 3 days ago? I can't even remember. Like, that's like,
when did we go to, I'm about to call it Rudy's. Is it Rudy's?
No, that was Friday. So it's,
did we do something on Thursday? We didn't do something on Thursday. I don't think.
No, it was Friday. We went out to lunch.
Okay.
Well,
you and Jackson went out to lunch.
Yeah. We ate pretzels and cheese.
Oh my gosh, that's right. It was Friday because every Friday morning, some of the time, I'll treat myself to McDonald's.
Oh right, yeah. You came in with
egg and cheese
hot
biscuit,
cakes.
and I got some pancakes.
They're called hot cakes from McDonald's.
Well, had some hot cakes.
Hot cakes. She came in, and I just want to know: are they making those hot cakes? Or are they pre-made?
Ew, I don't want to know the answer.
I think they're pre-made. They're too perfect.
Oh, come on.
I don't eat those.
Well, anyway, that food was chilling in my stomach. And I came back to the studio to do something with Jackson after I picked him up. And Jen was like, let's go to lunch. I'm like, well, I'm really not hungry, but I can get a beer. So you and Jackson.
Well, it was sunny out, which was supposed to be rainy.
So nice.
It was hot,
That's true.
sunny. Yeah. We sat outside.
That's true.
At what is this? The Roadhouse.
That's what it's called. Yes.
On General's Highway.
Yep.
It was really nice, actually.
I like that place.
It was a great day.
Yeah.
Because it was unexpected to me. I thought it was supposed to rain. Although I feel like I thought it was going to rain all weekend, and it really hasn't rained at all.
You're right.
Yeah.
You're right.
Apparently tonight, but you know what? I'll take it. I love a good...
There was some lightning on my way to Baltimore on Friday morning.
Oh.
Mm-hmm.
Oh, yeah. It rained hard on Friday morning.
Mm-hmm.
Well, I remember coming in to work on Indianapolis.
And then did you go to Catfish? Catfish?
No. No.
What is it called? Cattail?
No. It's not any of those cats.
Salt?
Sea Salt. Yeah. In
Sea salt.
Annapolis. It's that restaurant. It's relatively new. It's near
Where did I get
Carpaccio.
catfish and sea salt related.
Oh no. That's
Cat-
funny.
Yeah.
That
Sea
place is
cat?
so
I don't even know.
good. It's really good. But if you've never been there, I mean, I love the atmosphere, but it's a kind of a phenomenon to me. Annapolis, Friday night, we probably left around 9 or 9:30. The place was empty.
Mm-hmm.
Like this town,
Mm-hmm.
like in Europe, like you're not even going out to dinner until 9, right?
Mm-hmm.
So I just don't understand. It's crazy. In New York City, you're not.
Right.
I just don't know where all the people were. Although everybody was saying that last night it was busy downtown because it was kind of nice yesterday.
Hmm.
So it may have filtered into, but that was downtown. That's, the nightlife.
That's funny. Oh, on Thursday was when we got those self-tanners.
Mm.
That's what I'm thinking.
Did you guys see that? Yeah. So I have not done the self-tanner because you informed me and I didn't know this. So we went and to me, it was like the supreme one. Like I'm a sucker for well, if you're you might as well buy the best one, right? Like, but then I didn't realize it was 8 hours. 8 hours to make it tan?
All right, let's start from the top. Let's give these people the whole story. So I'm in my house and I'm talking to Jen and on the phone. And Jen's at Sephora and she just I don't know if I'm on speaker and I'm in the basket or she just actually she has her hand up to her ear and you're just walking around Sephora.
Yeah, that's what I'm talking about. I talk on the phone.
So funny. So she makes this comment about how Sephora doesn't have the mascara that she uses. She uses this Man Eater by Tarte. And I've used it before and I used to use the eyeliner too, but I don't use it anymore because it's like $30 a tube and I love this L'Oreal mascara. Anyway,
side note, I have to on that side note though, I do think, and my sister and I were talking about this, drugstore mascara, if you're going to give up one thing, I think drugstore mascara is just as good as the nice one. I just happen to like this Man Eater.
Yeah, and I'm actually starting to second guess the mascara that I'm using. It's this pink, and it's just not doing it for me anymore. And I've used CoverGirl Lash Blast, the orange tube, for years. And then I also like the light pink, Sky High one too. I'm gonna go back to the Sky High because I was putting my mascara on before I got here, and I just didn't like how it was applying. Anyway, Jen was sad that they didn't have her mascara. And I thought to myself, I am going to fool her and I'm going to run out to Ulta because Ulta carries Man Eater by Tarte. I know for a fact because I go to Ulta.
Well, and FYI, I was in Wall Chapel. So if you live around here, everything is in Wall Chapel.
So I'm so excited to finally do something for Jen that I know that she needs because if you know Jen, she doesn't need anything. She buys everything that she needs. So I'm so excited. I'm like, oh my gosh, I'm going to go get her this mascara and make her day and surprise her before she teaches her class. And I had this grand plan in my head. And she calls me as I'm at the light to pull in to Wall Chapel. And she's like, I'm at Ulta and I found it. I'm like, you bitch.
I was so excited.
Oh my gosh. I was so mad. I was like, I'm literally about to pull into Ulta. And that
was so nice of you. The gesture, I mean, just the idea that you were going to do that was very kind and thoughtful.
So Jen was leaving and I'm heading in and she was like, let's just see each other because I want to see Jackson. And I'm like, well, I have to go into Ulta anyway because I need self-tanner. And then we go into Ulta and we both get the self-tanner. And that's why we wound up at Ulta buying self-tanner. And I usually get the self-tanner that's the 1 hour. And I recently had it, loved it. And Jen's like, well, what about the violet one?
Well, I saw it at the checkout and I was like, oh, I almost grabbed it. Now, I don't use,
Oh, I didn't know you
I saw a little mini one with the first time I was checking out. So here's the thing. I don't use self-tanner. I'm an olive tone. I'm Italian. I get tan pretty easily, but my normal untanned self is pretty tan. Would you say compared to you, right?
Yes, you have beautiful olive skin. You don't want to see me all
natural.
It's scary. It's a scary situation.
You're truly pale. Like you're
I
pale.
am a white girl.
Yeah, like it's funny because she'll like tan just to her knee, and then she'll show me her like thigh. I'm like, holy shit!
I
Like,
think
oh
I
my
tagged
God.
Spin Cycle in it. It was kind of embarrassing.
Like it's.
I looked back at it and I was like, should I have posted that? Too late. Not
I
gonna
mean, it
delete
really is kind of funny. But so I don't normally get tanner, and I don't like the way it smells. Like it's just a thing, right?
This self tanner, the very first thought that crossed my mind was how good it smelled. It smells so good. It does not smell like a tanner.
Okay, I'm not sure.
Well, you have it here somewhere. You should open it up and smell it.
Yeah. Well, I'm gonna put it on. I'm gonna try. I'm gonna see what happens. I'm gonna see how dark I'm gonna get.
You're gonna put it on where?
I'm just gonna put it on my
Everywhere?
whole body.
Oh,
Right?
okay.
Don't you put that's not what you're supposed
I am
to do.
excited. No, I thought that you were gonna. For a second, I was getting vibes that you were just gonna do like one of those.
Oh no.
tests.
No. I'm gonna try
sure you
it.
look pretty
I'm
pale
gonna
again.
genuinely try it and see
Do
what
not
happens.
put it on your face.
Oh, don't worry. I'm not gonna put anything on my
I put
face.
it on my face and I was like,
I'm pretty particular about my face.
which is smart. That's good.
Like the chemical. I don't know.
Yeah, that's good. No,
But I'm gonna try it. But it's 8 hours. It takes 8 hours for it to work.
I mean, if you leave it on 8 hours or longer, then you're really gonna get a good deep tan. And I don't want to like waste the product that I just put on. So I want to make sure that I'm gonna get what I want. And I will say, if you are gonna buy that tanner and you're gonna use it, if you have an event, like say you're a wedding guest on a Saturday, use it on Thursday night, and you will have the most perfect color for that Saturday wedding. It would. I mean,
Really?
I think it was my tan yesterday. What was it, Saturday? Yeah, my Saturday morning tan, I felt like it was perfect. It was a perfect shade.
I mean,
for
you
my
posted
makeup.
even our hands next to each other, and your hands were dark.
Yes, yeah, it was too much. And I don't think that I would have put that color on my face. It was just a little too dark. I'm not super sensitive about there are some self tanners that just clog my pores like really, really
Yeah.
bad. But that Saint Tropez does not clog my
So much
pores.
chemical. But here's the thing.
I also don't think about it like that.
Now, Jacqueline, and I had to reach out to my niece over the weekend because I'm like, have you heard of this? So Jacqueline shows me this self tanner that are these drops that you
Ew.
eat. Like
Ew.
what? What is that? What is the brand? You got to look at. So you put them in your juice. Now I looked it up.
Put them in your juice. Shelby, drink your juice. Drink your juice, Shelby.
Well, or it's like your coffee or whatever. You actually drop this stuff into your like twice a day, 1 milliliter. And I was like, okay, what's in this? And it looks like it's all natural. It looks like it's like derived from like carrots and beets and things.
Carrots.
I'm like, it's like you. I don't understand.
Sorrel.
Sorrel. Has anybody I need to know. Has anybody tried it? I mean, I would be really nervous about ingesting stuff, but I guess if you put stuff on your skin, you're actually ingesting it as well. So
I don't think about it like that.
I mean, I don't know. Like
I get it. If I think about it long enough, I will.
and it is
start to
FDA
think-
approved, and then the pictures online, they're like showing everybody
So wait,
like
what did
they're
your
getting
niece say about it?
No, she's heard of it, but she had never, heard of anybody using it. And of course, my sister's like, "Do not do it." Like, she would never like that would never be something she would. And quite frankly, I don't know that I would try it.
Yeah.
I thought maybe you could try it. Yeah, that was
You're a guinea pig.
Well, I mean, it might like work.
What if I die?
Ew.
That's your reaction.
Oh, that'd be terrible.
Ew. No.
No. I don't want you to die, but I don't think you're going to die.
No, that was an exaggeration.
But I want to know more about this product. Like, I really want to know, like, is it all natural? And like,
there's no.
it's got to work. It says it works with your pigment. Like, what? What?
Am I just going to get paler? Pinker?
Maybe pinker. Like, I might get green, like, because I'm so olive, like, toned. Like, I might, like, I don't know. I would really.
Oh, Elphaba. Oh.
I do really think that somebody
Oh,
needs
is
to
that
tell
who
us.
we should be for Halloween? Elphaba and
No,
Glinda?
I'm not putting anything on my face. I'm not going green.
It'd be really funny.
Oh, you're Glinda.
Toss leg.
Yeah.
Toss leg.
Yeah. Anyway, so if you if you tried it, let me know if you haven't, if
so
it works.
funny.
Not that I'm going to try it because I just don't feel good about that.
All right. So moving on. A few weeks ago, I think at this point, I shared a picture of myself wearing goggles in the studio.
Yeah.
And I think that I tagged Spin Cycle in in this whole situation because I had never heard of what I'm about to tell you guys. I didn't grow up with this being a thing, and it sounds like it is a thing
across the
now.
country
I had
because
no like how that is so much fun. Okay, so let me get to the nitty-gritty of this. So our front desk staff in Annapolis, a lot of these girls, and we have men on staff as well, but our men are not in high school. The majority of them are in high school. And this one girl, Lexi, I'm going to give her a shout out because she was really passionate about being on the podcast. And I'm
Yeah.
really excited to finally share it with you guys.
yay.
I don't know does it have a name?
Yeah.
What's the name?
Senior assassin.
Senior. Yes, you're right. Okay.
It's pretty
Senior
intense,
assassin.
right?
So intense. So these high schoolers, they have to wear these goggles.
Mhm.
The only time that they are allowed to not wear the goggles is when they are clocked in for a job. So Lexi does not have to wear them while she is performing her front desk duties at Tribe, like while she's clocked in. And okay. So it's like a water gun fight. So if she's out at the mall, she's obviously not clocked in for Tribe. She has to be wearing her goggles. And if she's not wearing her goggles and the person that is assigned to her to like quote unquote kill her, it's so aggressive to say that, like sprays her with the water bottle. If she's not wearing her goggles, then she's out. And apparently it's monetary too.
It is.
They all put in money into this pot. And whoever wins at the end gets all this money.
I don't love that, but okay.
I guess
So my
that would go
niece
towards like senior week. So
She's
thing.
a senior. Yeah, it's senior. My niece lives in Wisconsin, and she also was talking about this just the other day.
So cool.
And I felt so like cool because I already knew about it.
Oh my gosh.
And I was like,
funny.
oh yeah, I know all about that. And she got these goggles. They're so cute. She got them from Target. They're like heart-shaped goggles for like a toddler. And
that's adorable.
so they can wear goggles or they can wear floaties in there. And they're a team. They do teams. So 4 people on a team, 2 people get hit by the water gun, the team's out.
Oh wow.
But they are assigned. Yeah. Yeah. So it's pretty cool. So she's a senior out there and they're doing exactly the same thing.
I think I would rather wear goggles. Would you be goggles or floaties?
Probably goggles.
Yeah.
I wouldn't wear the goggles that Lexi had. They're like swim, like I'm going to race you.
No, I would find the cutest pair of goggles. I would like bedazzle them.
Oh yeah, right?
Yeah. I would go all out because I'd be wearing those goggles 24/7.
Oh yeah, I agree.
I would have marks.
Yeah, you wouldn't lose. Like you wouldn't.
No way.
I mean, I remember Lexi was at the studio and she was like getting ready to go out the door and she was like putting her goggles on. She was not going to get.
I think I would just wear them during my job. Like I wouldn't even
Especially
get.
if you
I wouldn't
bedazzled
even
them.
right. I wouldn't even get comfortable not wearing them.
I think it's a fun idea. I don't love that it's monetary. Like to me, like why don't they give the winner gets something?
Apparently, she told me that you can also buy your way back in.
Oh God,
You could spend like $50 to get back
What?
into it. That's what she said.
oh boy, I think every school's got different rules.
Oh, I'm sure.
Yeah.
I'm sure.
Yeah.
But man, that's so cool. And apparently, you always have to have your location turned on.
Oh yeah, that's another thing. You have to have your location turned on.
So unfortunately, Lexi has lost.
Oh, she did not.
She did. I asked her the
What?
other day, and
What?
apparently the guy that had her cheated
For reals.
because he didn't have his location on. So when she went to look for him, she didn't know where he was. So I'm sure she like let her guard down, obviously, and went to check it, and she's like, it's fine, whatever. But he had turned it off. She was at Marshall's when it happened.
Oh, well, that is such a shame.
I know. I'm sorry to be the bearer of bad news.
Yeah.
But-
Oh. Well,
So that's that on the goggles. That's the story.
So if you're wondering.
Yeah. No, I'm pretty sure I did post it on Spin Cycle because I'm remembering now that people were like, wait. And then the following week, Lexi was like, you didn't talk about it on the podcast. I'm like,
oh.
crap.
Well, we were
I'm so
outside.
sorry.
So it was a lot going on
it
that
was
day.
a mini-sode.
Yeah. Yeah.
So-
That's why. I mean, there was a lot happening.
Yeah.
You know, so that's why. And I think you actually forgot that you left your car seat in the car and John was supposed to take the baby somewhere. And Lexi.
You guys, can we have a little story time real quick? Let's just have a little story time real quick. So the very beginning of the last podcast or that mini episode outside, that was not the first time that we were filming that. That was the second time because the first time that we were filming it,
Yeah, we got like a minute in.
I looked down at my watch and John's calling me. I'm like, oh, it's fine. It'll be okay. And then he calls me again. And I'm like, why is he calling me 2 times? And then all of a sudden it dawns on me that I forgot to take the car seat out of my car. We only have 1 car seat between the 2 of us, which is going to change soon because he's like a man.
Jackson's a man. He needs a booster.
My gosh, he's so big. But anyway, John had somewhere to be that morning, and I just felt so bad, and that was like cut, and we had to figure that.
I mean,
out.
if you watch the footage, like it was literally just a minute in, and the footage was so funny because you could see it in your face.
Have to post it. We're gonna
like
have to
her
post it
face
now.
just drops, and I I was like laughing. I was like, oh God.
Oh my
Like,
gosh.
she was not happy. She said a couple cuss words. She was not happy.
I was so mad at myself. Because
So Lexi drove
so kind.
the car seat.
So kind. She's like,
really
I got it.
Yeah, she's amazing.
So amazing.
Yeah, that was really thoughtful for her to just jump into that.
She didn't even bat an eye.
No.
She's like, all right, give me your keys. Or give me the car seat, whatever. I was like, what? You are so nice.
God. So I'm gonna switch gears just for a quick second because I don't know if I mean, this is like a public service announcement.
PSA.
PSA. That's right. So I mean, you all know I talk to my sisters all the time, and my sister was telling me this, and I'd heard about this already. Have you ever heard of microplastics? So apparently they're finding these like microplastics in brains of humans. So, and I saw this episode on our little thing on the Today Show, of course, and I was like, oh God, that's terrible. And it's like linked to like maybe Alzheimer's or something. It's just not good. So it's like these microscopic bits of plastic that get into your system, and they kind of like end up in your brain, for lack of a better terms saying, I suppose. But here's the thing. She was telling me this story. So everybody, open up your cabinets. If you have a plastic cutting board, get rid of it. So they cut an onion on a plastic cutting board, then put the onion under a microscope, that piece of onion under a microscope, and you could see the little microscopic bits of plastic that you're ingesting. And what's worse is that she was saying that these pieces are getting cooked into your food, and you're eating it, you're ingesting it, and it's not like passing through your body, it's like living in your body. It's so bad. So get rid of your plastic cutting boards.
What about wood?
Wood's fine. It's all natural. Plastic is plastic. Like, I mean, you don't like the
steel. I think we use a steel one right now.
Steel's fine too. Like, I think it's just,
I think
plastics are so bad for you. But microplastics, I'm
scratching my head now. I feel like
there's some plastic in there. But seriously, I mean, you probably don't use much plastic with Jackson. Like, you are like your Tupperware. People get rid of the plastic Tupperware. You're using a glass stuff anymore. But I guess that's the trend. But I'd heard something about it.
His bottles are plastic.
Yeah, I don't know. I've got a feeling this
is that bad.
I don't know. I'm just telling you what I've heard. I just want to give everybody the heads up. But anyway, so I mean, I
would see glass bottles, and I would just think that mom's just bougie, and I'm like, yeah, I'm not like her. And it was okay. It's okay that I'm not like her.
But
then again, I'm like, wait a second guessing myself.
Well, Mike got rid of our plastic ones. I'm like, why not? We have 1,000 wooden ones. Why don't we? First, we don't need that many cutting boards, right? Like,
yeah,
that's first thing.
I think John must have read or heard that same thing because I think it's been a month now, but there was a while. Actually, I don't know, we may even stop him in the kitchen.
He's probably listening to the news too. That is why.
No, John will say things to me like, do you have any idea what's going on in the world? And I'm like, well, kind of, because Jen just told me this, but what are you about to tell me?
Right.
But yeah, I mean.
So there's your PSA. Just thought you should know.
Noted. Sorry if I'm acting weird, you guys. There's just a little bit of plastic in my brain.
Is that the reason?
I don't know.
It might be. It might be our problems.
It might be our problems.
Yeah. What else happening? So we got April. We're in it.
Well, are we done recapping our weekend?
Well,
I wanted to talk about this movie that John and I watched last night.
Oh, what?
Are we done yet or no?
No, you can talk about it. What is it?
Well, okay. So last night, John and I watched this movie called Y2K.
I've not heard of it.
It's some like dumb, scary movie that he wanted to watch. Because I don't know, we just enjoy watching like these dumb, scary movies. And it actually wasn't dumb per se. Like it was a good movie that kept my attention.
Fiction.
Fiction,
Yeah.
most definitely fiction. It was about like microwaves going after people. I'm not even joking. It was just about like electronics like going after people and about Y2K. So it was based in like the millennium.
Was it when the cars were running into each other?
Nope.
Okay, that's a different movie.
Like it was like one of those like silly like doesn't involve a lot of brain power to watch kind of thing.
Okay.
And so in the beginning of the movie, you see these friends AOL instant messaging back and forth to each other.
Oh yeah.
Did you ever have AOL instant messaging?
Yeah.
You had it yourself.
I think so. Yeah.
Oh.
I'm almost positive. You've got mail? Or is that different?
Okay, so that's a good movie. So You Got Mail is just emailing back and forth.
Right.
Did you have the instant messenger part of it?
I mean, I'm pretty sure I did because I think that was the very beginning of all of it. And, I didn't really message many people because not everybody was doing it at the time. I just don't remember, to be honest. Like,
I'm trying to think of like when it became like I used AOL Instant Messenger and I didn't call it AIM. I called it AIM. And last night, John was like, AIM. And I'm like, I shot him a look. I was like, you mean AIM? And he was like, oh, you were one of those. And I was like, what do you mean I was one of those?
Yeah.
It's AIM. It's literally AIM. That's what it was called.
Actually, I think I remember it as that as well.
So I told him my screen name and he told me his screen name. Did you have a screen name or did you just use like what your email was?
I don't even know.
So at this point, I'm talking like I'm 12, 13, 14, 15 years old.
Yeah.
I think maybe AIM hit its peak when I was like 13, 14, 15.
Yeah. So
like
which means I was
2005.
So I was totally in it. I mean, think about if that was I was 30.
So you were using it.
Probably. I had to have been.
Did you have like away messages and stuff?
I don't know.
I mean, so I remember like I remember putting up like away messages and the away message, like if I had a crush on like somebody that I was like messaging, it was like a quote from a song that I wanted him to know.
Oh yeah,
or,
no, I did not do that because I was an adult.
I was not. I was 13 years old. Okay, so like I don't even know if I had my first kiss yet. Right?
Yeah.
I'm thinking back. I don't know.
I don't know. Memory.
I don't know. I don't think I had my first kiss. Yeah, I was AOL instant messaging other people before I had kissed a guy.
Yeah.
And kissed a girl.
Are you millennial?
Yes.
Oh, right.
You know this.
Yeah, I do. I do. But I get a little confused on it because it's so many.
So my screen name
was
so I feel like it's appropriate for me to share this because this year is when Freaky Friday 2 comes out.
Yeah.
And this was around the same time that the original Freaky Friday was coming out.
No, that's not true. Freaky Friday, the original, came out before that when I was young.
The original with Jamie Lee Curtis and Lindsay Lohan.
Oh, that is not the original.
I was obsessed with Lindsay Lohan. I thought she was so cool. I thought she was just the prettiest, like, coolest girl ever.
Yeah.
Ever. And her fan page was Lindsay Rocks. So my screen name was Jacqueline Rocks.
That's actually cute.
It was Jacqueline Rocks, but it wasn't CKS. It was ROX. And then there was a 3 in there for some reason. I thought it was cute because that used to be a way that you would do like a heart sign would be like a
sideways.
Yeah. If you're listening to us, you're not going to see it. If you're watching us on YouTube, you'll see me making the motion. So that was my screen name. And for whatever reason, I never knew what John's screen name was.
Why would you?
Oh, I wouldn't, but like him and I have been together for like 12 years at this point.
But he didn't
maybe even longer.
Either.
But you would think at some point we'd be like, oh, what was your screen name? What was your screen name? His screen name. Are you ready for this?
Oh, no. What was it? Oh, no. Oh, what could it be?
McDonald's.
Oh no.
So funny. That's so funny.
No.
McDonald's.
Oh my
So funny.
God.
And then he was telling me, so his cousin Lauren, her screen name was just, her name's Lauren. Her screen name was Lar08 NSYNC.
Oh my God.
It just says NSYNC. I think '08 was like the year that she graduated.
Yeah.
Lar08 NSYNC.
It was her favorite band.
Funny. Gosh, it's so funny to me.
If you think back, like when this all started, like nobody had these screen names. Like you could pick whatever you wanted. Like now
That's exactly right.
now you
Oh,
can't.
no,
Like,
no,
oh
no,
my
no.
God. Like you have to have all kinds of crazy numbers because anything that's like original like you is not available.
Oh my gosh. That was such a time. I remember the summer, like
Yeah.
in between school, I would stay up so late on AOL and Instant Messenger.
Yeah.
Just like hanging out with my friends.
That's crazy. I talked on the telephone.
I talked on the telephone too until AIM came out. It wasn't always out.
Yeah, I
I feel
know.
like.
So
Or maybe I talked on the phone during
remember like chatting a lot with people on AIM. I remember it
well,
very
you're 30 years old.
right. But we had, you know, the whole at that point there were cell phones out. So we had cell phones, like the flip phone that was really
You could also
popular.
drive. I don't think I could drive at that point.
Yeah. No, I mean, this was like straight up working. So I felt so cool that I had this like little cell phone. Like it was like a flip phone. Like you had to pull the antenna up. Like it was like,
Yeah.
and you could kind of like message on there, like very, like you had to use the keypad and go through the alphabet.
I still have any of my old cell phones.
Oh, I definitely do.
That's so
I'm sure
cool.
they're around here somewhere.
That's so cool. I
Like-
think I may have went through a phase where I was just trying to be as minimalist as possible and threw so much stuff out.
But remember, they got real tiny.
Oh my God, I had the tiniest.
The smallest
I had the
phone.
tiniest little phone. I thought it was so cool because it was so tiny.
Yeah.
And it fit in my back pocket so perfect.
Yeah, that was the thing.
I never had a razor, but I had a really tiny little phone.
I
It
definitely
said,
had a
like,
razor.
Verizon on the front, I think. I thought it was so cool.
Yeah, I mean, I had the first generation phone when they were out. I got one because it was right.
Yeah.
You know.
So it just has me thinking. You were talking about how Easter's 2 weeks from now.
Mm-hmm.
Well, so is Sam and I's Hannah Montana ride.
Oh,
Well, it's Hannah Montana versus Miley Cyrus.
yeah.
And I'm so excited about this, Jen. I bought like.
Are you going to do Hannah Montana?
I'm Hannah Montana. I just bought an entire Hannah Montana outfit. I'm not even
Are
joking.
you wearing a wig?
I don't think I need to wear a wig because I'm already a blonde and I have bangs. So I'm looking up right now
you don't
on
have
the
bangs,
the
but
Tribe.
Are you going to add the
app.
bangs?
I have clip-on bangs.
Yeah, you going to wear them?
Yeah, I think so. I think I'm gonna like cut them so they like stay on during the ride.
I'll laugh if they fly off.
If they do, I'll just pick them back up and clip them back on.
Yeah, okay.
Be like, well, my bangs. Hold on. Hang on a second. There's only 4 bikes left in that ride.
That's great.
I'm so excited for it. I was texting Sam. I'm like, are you sure that it's okay if I'm Hannah? And she's like, yeah, definitely. I'm like, okay, good. I'm going to go ahead and buy all this stuff now. So funny.
Oh my God, how fun.
And then since we're talking about different generations. All right. So yesterday, I don't know. Have we talked about some of the things that you say on this podcast yet?
I think so. I mean, you've made mention of it. It's kind of funny to me because you bring this stuff up and these things I say are like commonplace. These are normal things. Like everybody knows these words. They're normal words in the dictionary.
God, I tell you guys, when she, oh man, it's gotten to a point where she says something, and
I feel like
I will look at her to the point where on the way home, I was like thinking to myself, I really hope that I didn't offend Jen when I was just like, yep, that's weird shit.
Well, it makes me
Jen
laugh.
says
I
right
feel like
there.
I'm doing, you all a service because obviously the vocabulary. I'm enhancing your vocabulary. This word, when she says it, you're going to be like, duh. At least I think.
Okay. Well, anyway, I have added it to the note that is titled "Weird Shit Jen Says." Okay, and when I say weird shit, I'm just trying to be funny because it's not.
Yeah, it's not really
like weird to everybody, but to me, I look at her like she has 10 holes in her head. I'm like, what on earth? We go out yesterday. We're training our newest instructor, so we're finishing up with Toby, and we go out and we're just going to get like an afternoon cocktail. And Jen sits down at this bar and she is just cute as can be. Like that something really nice is just about to come out of her mouth.
I was so happy. I was happy to
she's
be
just,
out. I was happy. I'm
she's
like,
just,
oh, this is
she
great.
just looks so just happy. And she goes, I've been looking forward to this jaunt. And I'm like,
Yeah, I've been looking forward to this jaunt all day or something along those lines,
I've
right?
never heard the word jaunt.
I'm like-
Jaunt.
I'm like, jaunt. She's like, jaunt. What's that mean? I'm like, are you kidding?
I was like, yep, that's a word.
So
that's a word for
I
us.
get my phone out. I said, hey, Google, or hey, Siri, definition of jaunt.
I'm not saying it's not a real word.
She's asking me now. All right, here it is. Having an expression or a lively, cheerful, and self-confident. No, that's not right. Hey, Siri, what's the definition of jaunt?
That is so funny.
But it was like the perfect thing. Oh, that's not right.
Mm.
Hey, Siri, what's the definition of jaunt? A short excursion or journey for pleasure. That is the definition of jaunt.
Which is exactly what we were doing. So
perfect.
You were spot on. You are using the correct words. You are a very intelligent, smart woman. I am not. I don't know what a jaunt is. I'm like,
but I guarantee now you're going to use that word jaunt because those are things where you're going to go for many jaunts.
If I like that word,
I see myself like skipping around with it.
Jacqueline's going on a jaunt.
Jacqueline on a jaunt. Like that's actually kind of cute.
It is.
Yeah.
Yeah. I still don't know if I'm going to use it. Maybe I will. I don't know.
We'll see. So I'm sure you've all used that word too. So we're just enlightening Jacqueline a little bit. So
I can't wait to ask people online if they've heard of the word jaunt.
Yeah, the answer is yes.
We'll find out.
Okay. Okay. We'll see. All right. So really quickly, I want to talk about something. Are you done with your show?
Yes, ma'am.
Okay. I want to just mention before we get off topic of tribe, because I know we got to get in one more thing here for sure. But I want to talk about our April stuff that's going on at the studio.
Yeah.
So April is Parkinson's Awareness Month. And all of you know, if you know me or if you've been around tribe, that my dad has Parkinson's, has had it for a long time, kind of late stage right now, but he's battling it and he's doing great. And we every year have been for maybe 3 years or so, we've had a charity ride. We do charity rides all the time at Tribe. But April is the month for Parkinson's. So on the 27th, Jacqueline and I are both teaching in Annapolis. So we're making both of those classes free to ride. We just ask for donations as you check in, and all of that money is going to go back to Parkinson's research and we've given it to a local foundation, a local organization that does a lot of physical therapy for Parkinson's, and the Michael J. Fox Foundation. So 100% of that goes there, and it's always a fun ride. Last year we did it outside. My whole family was around. It was really fun. I don't know if they're going to all make it here this year, but maybe some of them might. So we'll bring my dad out for sure if he is up for it, and we've got a couple like little surprises coming. So I know one do you want to talk about that?
Well, the one is not a surprise. So the one, we're definitely going to be having a cold plunge.
Oh, right.
For all of our riders. And even if you want to come by and do a cold plunge, but you don't want to ride, or if the bikes go live and they fill up super quick, because they will, you might want to set an alarm. I'll make sure to post something just to remind you guys to book your bikes, since it's going to be a free ride. They fill up super quick. We're only going to have 2 rides. I don't know if you just said, I'm going to teach 9:15. Jen's going to teach 10:30, but this cold plunge is going to be available before and after every ride.
Yep.
More to come on the details of like how you're going to sign up and how it's all going to work. And then this Friday, I'm actually going to be posting the story behind the family that runs these cold plunges. It's actually related to a few of our riders.
Yep. They are a great family. They support Tribe so much, and they come and ride all the time. You will recognize them if you see them. So definitely look forward to that.
Yeah.
Mike's going to be cooking breakfast for us, so I'm all excited. I got him sort of scheduled to set everything up there. So don't worry, there's going to be food and fun stuff. So if you're around, book your bikes. Obviously, it's free. So as soon as they go live, make sure you grab it. April 27th in Annapolis. It's gonna be fun.
Yep. And then as far as rides that aren't free, so our one April special, 3 classes for $50.
Use the code SPRING, SPRING, all capital, at checkout. That's where you should see it. If you have any trouble, let us know. But
Yeah.
I think there's a limit
Good bit
too.
of savings. So it's a $40 savings and it's
Yeah.
a limit of 2. So if that's how you ride, is just buy class packs. That's a great option. And then you can buy it now. And then at the end of the month, if you wanted to get another 3 classes for $50, you could do that too, since you have a limit of 2 there. So we actually got another question. We want to answer another one of these questions that we've got. So this actually came across from someone anonymous.
Okay.
So it says, I have some friends interested in trying group fitness, but don't always feel welcome in certain spaces based on their body types, gender expression, etc. Is Tribe an inclusive space, and what do you do to make riders know this?
Well, I've always felt like Tribe is 100% inclusive. It always is nice because it's a dark room and people feel very comfortable coming in there for that reason alone. I know sometimes there are people don't like having a mirror there, but it is so dark in the room that it's pretty anonymous. And once you come in, I think you really do get that feeling that nobody's looking at you. They really truly are not. And we've had all different levels of riders come in, all different kinds of people, from male, female, whichever. And I think everybody has left there feeling like it's definitely a place that they are comfortable and they could come back. I do know that it can be intimidating, because I think cycling in general seems like it's like crazy fast or crazy hard, but it's not. And we don't ask or expect everybody to do all the things ever, and we give you with that sort of like information at the very beginning. Sit when you want, grab water when you need. If you don't want to do all the things, don't do it. It's optional. Everything is always optional. You can just sit there and ride that bike. As long as you're moving your feet and having a good time, you're getting something out of it. So I encourage everybody to give it a go at least once. If you've never tried it and you are on the fence, come in early. We can help you get set up and make sure everything is set just to your specifications, and we'll make sure that you're all sorted. I know you had a conversation, like sometimes inside the room is a little bit easier for people than outside.
Yeah,
Classes.
I mean, I think one of the things that is most rewarding to me as an instructor is, every instructor, regardless of who you are, if it's your first time, we're telling everyone, like Jen just said, sit when you need to sit, grab water when you need to grab water. And when there's someone that comes in and they've been riding with us, it might be their 5th, 10th, 15th ride, and they tell you that they finally got it, like it just clicked for them. Sometimes they come up and they tell you personally, and other times you actually see it happening to the point where you can see the light bulb go off in their brain, and all of a sudden they're just getting it. And it might not even be the speed, maybe it's even like a slower climb and they're getting the pace, or they're just hitting it on beat. And if you don't have that musicality or that kind of background, it doesn't come to everyone naturally, but once you get it, it is just like, oh my gosh, this is what it feels like. But back to the outdoor ride that is happening, that's coming up. And at our last outdoor ride, where we had our last episode outside, we actually had a few riders drop out because it was outdoors and last minute. Yeah, because we did it last minute.
Yeah,
we announced that it was last minute.
Yeah,
and so they let us know that they didn't want to partake because it was outside, and it honestly it does put you even in an even more vulnerable position, because you know that other folks can see you. And I was half joking and I was half serious with this rider that came in, because she let me know, she's like, I dropped out last minute. I just did not want to be seen. And I'm like, I actually really want you to ride the next outdoor ride, because if someone is riding by and they've never been at Tribe, they are not going to be intimidated by joining, because they'll see. And she was also like making her own comments about herself, kind of like
well, so she was more worried about being seen by like people who are not riding.
Exactly.
Oh, okay.
Yes.
Yeah.
And then she made a joke about just putting a basket on her bike just to make it seem like she was going slow. And I'm like, actually, if you bring in a basket, I'll help you tie it on.
Yeah.
Like if that will make
Yeah.
you happy, I actually think that's kind of funny
Yeah.
because I want everyone to have fun with it, and we both want everyone to have fun with it, like you just said. As long as you're moving your feet and you're having a good time,
And everybody,
you're doing something.
don't you think that everybody, they come to Tribe for a lot of different reasons?
Absolutely.
Some people are coming in to really get a kick-ass workout,
Yeah.
right? They want to get in there and they're going to go as hard as they can.
Mhm.
And there are other people who literally just need it for their mental health.
Totally.
So, I mean, there's such a wide range. Sometimes people are just coming because their friends going and they're just going to tag along and, with no intention or no expectation of what to expect in that room.
Exactly right.
So I think it really is it's meant to be for everybody. And it's meant to just be a safe place for you to come in and have fun, meet people, be part of this community, because the community is really why this place is
1,000%. 1,000%.
right. It's about, having an outlet of us and a place to just really have fun and enjoy. So I would encourage anybody who's on the fence and not sure, just come on in. Definitely find one of us. All of the staff is here to help you feel comfortable, and we'll make sure you have everything you need. Just don't come in a minute before class. Like I would say, come in early.
Please don't, if you can help it. Especially if you're new.
It just gets hard to get you set up properly. And
if you know what you're doing and you're running late, you do you. It's going to be all right. We're not mad.
No, right.
But if you are going to come in for the first time, we recommend at least 15 minutes early.
I do. I mean, I think you'll get the best experience that way. Yeah. But like we said, we got you no matter what. So
totally.
don't worry.
But yeah, I think that's so funny. About that basket on that bike.
Oh my God. That'd be nice.
Mm-hmm.
So let's talk about the let them theory. You're reading the book?
Yes.
I'm glad you're reading it.
Are you listening to it?
I'm listening to it. So I listen to it on Audible, like as I drive to Baltimore and back. So you brought the book. Jacqueline likes to actually read the book.
No, there's just something about turning a page. And, I don't know if we necessarily need to get into it like too deep today, but what made me, I don't know. I just think that it's about to get really interesting. I'm about to start on chapter 10.
Okay. I'm not sure what chapter
I'm on. Have you listened to this chapter?
Let me see.
How to make comparison your teacher?
I think I have, yeah. I think I'm not positive.
So I ended here and I posted a picture of this page and I tagged Spin Cycle in it just because I thought that it was really valuable. So what do you think, Jen?
I mean, what I can tell you is that this book overall, I haven't listened to it this past week, because I've just been so busy. And I find myself either listening to playlists or catching up with my sisters, family, friends on my ride. So this week I haven't listened to it, but going up to this point, I love this book. I love it for a lot of reasons. Mostly, and I've seen a difference in my perspective in my life. And this, like I said before, this is not anything new to me. This is not a new concept. It's a very old concept, and it's something that, I think everybody would love to just be able to live by. It's a reminder. It's a reminder to live like this. You cannot control what people say, think, or do, ever. And as much as you want to and think you should, you can't. So for me, and I feel like I've given a lot of people this advice. Like, it's so crazy to me, because I've had people come to me, from my husband to people at Tribe, like staff members, like they've just kind of made mentions of things to me. And then in my own personal life, like when things happen, I think back to this and I'm like, and I really genuinely have said to myself, let them. And I've told them, you have to let them. Like, whatever the case was, I mean, and they were very different. I was like, you can't change it. Like why bother getting upset and worried and mad over that, circumstance, when you can't control them? you can only control what you're going to do.
Hmm.
And I tell you, I mean, just this reminder of and reading this book, listening to this book, I love listening to her because I think she's got a great
Hmm.
voice. Um, I mean, it really has brought me back multiple times since I started reading this book. So I definitely recommend it to everybody. I really, really do. I just think it changes your perspective because you just forget. And I do think that it brings you back to that reminder of like, you know what? You cannot worry about what other people are saying or thinking or doing. And sometimes it's so personal and you feel like it's so personal and you want to go back and yell at them and be like, wait a minute, but you don't know that you don't know this is why. And you know what, you want to like, hey, that's what I used to feel like. And now I'm just like, and I do feel this like wave of relief a little bit. I mean, it's a constant reminder that you can't, it's just not all of a sudden it's like a miraculous thing. You just have
Totally.
it, you have to just keep on reminding yourself.
Yeah.
So, but it's a great book. And I think it's, I'm excited to get back into it and finish it up because I think I'm about through
Yeah.
with it.
I am especially drawn to the title of this next chapter that I'm about to get into. And I think
Yeah.
that that's why I took a picture of it and shared it, letting comparison be your teacher. And I think this goes back to when I first started posting my life on Instagram and social media for everybody to see.
Mm-hmm.
That was back like 6-7 years ago at this point. I still to this day have to have such tunnel vision when I'm on social media, almost to the point where it's as if I'm clocking in and I'm clocking out when I'm posting on it.
Oh, yeah.
Not only from a comparison perspective, but from a time management perspective, because I would just get so sucked into what other people are doing.
Sure.
So it's just a matter of just blocking my time. But I'm also thinking about another question that we got asked, and it was not anonymous. It was from a writer, and we will answer this question on our next podcast. The question is, how do you handle being in, or any advice for someone who's in their late 20s, early 30s, who isn't where they think they should be at this time?
Mm-hmm.
And I feel like that question comes from comparing themselves to where other people
Others.
are at,
Sure.
at that, age or state in the game, I guess.
Yeah.
Um,
I think it's really easy to, and I think this generation, unfortunately, has this weight on them because everything is on social media and you can't help but compare. I mean, I didn't have that. I just didn't. I mean,
Yeah.
we were, we would call it keeping up with the Joneses. Like that was the term. Like, because, and this would be like what we would see, out and about and
Yeah.
around, not on social media. Social media has brought in this huge piece of comparison that you can't help but do.
Yeah.
So I see it because I can see it in my own life, and I'm not even on social media as much as like you all, and it's crazy. Like I think it's so hard to navigate, and it's so hard to stay, focused on yourself and not go crazy.
Yeah. I feel like this book is a really good way to help you with that, like
Mhm.
mental warfare that we're constantly dealing with at this day and age.
I think
that's what I
so,
wanted to
yeah.
say earlier, day and age, maybe. But social media can be such a facade, but at the same time, my life completely changed because of social media. I love social media. I'm the unpopular opinion, especially with your generation.
Yeah.
I just think that there's such a beautiful side to it as far as like building relationships and connecting with other people.
Mhm.
And it just makes me so happy. Like it really does make me so happy in a different way. And then social media makes a lot of people
Well, but I
happy.
think you have to step back and look at it. I mean, you have a completely different experience too than a lot of people.
Yeah.
I mean, I think there's a lot of people, especially younger people, who have this situation where there's a lot of bullying and a lot of like, sort of self-deprecation, like they just don't feel good about themselves and they just, everybody's better and more beautiful and skinnier and taller and their makeup is perfect, their skin is perfect. So it's a double-edged sword, pretty bad.
Yeah.
Like, so I've got a love hate with it from my perspective looking at it because I didn't I don't use it like you do.
Yeah.
And I do see both sides of it. And I do see the amazing part of it. And hey, I like it too. I'm a sucker for Instagram shop. Like it's like, oh, shop now. I'm going to hit that button.
It's free marketing.
Oh
For a
yeah, for
small
sure. And
business owner, I mean, Instagram,
Yeah.
it is, we love the
Yeah.
Instagrams around here.
Instagram's great for trying.
We love
We do.
Instagram.
I mean, thanks to you that, I have to say that it's, taken Tribe's Instagram, it just wouldn't be where it is today because I don't use it like you do. And I don't understand it like you do. Like
Sure.
you're constantly telling me like, things like about the algorithm and blah, blah, blah. I'm like, oh God, like that's just like.
So also, if you would ever like to learn more about social media and what Jen's referencing, I'd be happy to spend an episode talking about it.
Yeah.
It does make me really happy.
Yeah.
And it is
And you're good at
it is a source of income for me, is managing my personal social media and then also helping out Tribe. So but like you just mentioned bullying with social media, and that's something that I haven't experienced on social media, but I think my social media has been a result of me being bullied outside of social media, if that makes sense.
Well, no, I think, I mean, I think you can completely understand how it comes around even at 35, right? Like
Totally.
I mean, so then take it to a teenager. I mean, good Lord, like how that impacts them as a person, because it impacts you. Like
Totally.
I mean, and I'm sure it would me as well if I was, getting some of this like hate. And it's really hard. And as a child dealing with it, it's just, it's concerning. And you've got a baby now, so he's going to be growing up with it.
I really don't love thinking about that.
Right? See?
It's ignorance is such bliss when it comes to me and my life and the news and all that stuff. But,
he's going to grow up,
get older.
Think about how it's going to change for him compared to what you're dealing with. It's just,
but we also can't tell the future. We have no idea what's going to happen. What is that? What does that mean? What are you doing?
I'm gonna look into the future. I'm gonna get my crystal balls out.
Oh my gosh. I think my Zen song today was Future Tripping by Kelsey Ballerini.
Oh.
Have you heard it?
That country.
What?
I said you love that country.
Yeah, I'm a country girl.
I know you are. I do like country. I mean, I've actually, there's certain country songs I do like.
We'll get to know. We'll get to know.
Are you from Maryland?
We'll get to know Jen. We'll get to know Jen in a couple episodes, and you'll come to find out that she's an actual country girl herself. What did you have? Some horses, goats? Didn't you have like farm?
A Christmas tree farm.
Tree farm.
Yeah.
She's Taylor Swift.
Yep, and it was in Pennsylvania. She my neighbor, but she was not born yet.
She was not born yet. She was born 8 weeks after me. Almost 8 weeks after me.
Yeah. See, I could be best friends with her.
I could actually be best friends with her.
Me too.
We're 8 weeks apart.
But she lived closer to me.
Maybe. In Reading.
We would be
It was
friends.
Reading, Pennsylvania. Not Reading, right?
Reading. She grew up in Reading?
Yeah, Reading, Pennsylvania.
Oh my God, I have family in Reading. For real. I didn't know she was in Reading.
Really?
Yeah, so it was my dad grew up in Downeytown. I had his cousins lived in Reading. I went to Westchester. My grandmother and grandfather lived in Westchester. So yeah.
Nice.
She's my best friend.
I don't know any of those places.
No.
I don't even know where Reading is. I just know that
Carroll County. Carroll County's really close to the border of PA.
I used to hang out in Hanover, PA, like Littlestown, Pennsylvania. Those two. What? Hanover.
You are Maryland. Oh, well, that accent. Yeah. So I mean, it's pretty close. I mean, you're kind of off. You're probably closer to Reading than.
Like I was right on the Mason-Dixon line. Like I could have walked to the Mason-Dixon line.
Yeah. So I grew up right where Maryland, Pennsylvania, and Delaware all came together.
Oh.
Like there's a one.
I had no
spot,
Delaware, just Maryland.
and that's where I kind of grew up, south of Philly.
Mm.
So yeah. All right. So listen, this is what we've all been waiting for.
We've been talking for a long time.
I know.
We're really giving the people
Blabbity blab.
I love it. I love
blabbing.
it. I like it a lot.
Okay.
What?
Okay. So now listen. My wait song today.
What?
was a
Is
remix.
this what all the people have been waiting for?
No.
Oh.
But my
No.
wait song
Are we
was,
going into it though?
we got to go into it, right? Wait,
No, we are going into it. That's how we're
okay.
going to end.
Oh yeah, all right, yeah. The White Lotus tonight, season finale, 90 minutes.
Why did you talk about your wait song?
Oh, because my wait song was the remix of
Was it the Blaster Jacks remix?
the White Lotus. It was like kind of like the reel we just did, but it was a whole song like it.
Oh.
It was only 2.5 minutes, so it's a pretty short song for a wait song for me, but I had to throw it in there because
I like a short wait song.
well, I'm just kind of suffering with some tennis elbow. So
Did you tell your class? Have you told the people?
no, I don't tell the people, but I'm telling you now, I guess. So I've been like grinning
so if
and
you
bearing.
see her holding up weights,
Yeah,
you should probably tell her. To
I
put
finally
them
went to
down.
the orthopedic.
We all know that you're strong.
I
Jen.
know, but
I think she
but
needs to take.
it's
a couple
fine.
weeks off.
I'm feeling pretty good.
I don't buy that. I don't buy that for a minute. Nope.
Wait song, la la la, and
La, la,
la la la. You keep I was blocking her out. But it was really funny. So I could tell, I could hear the people in the class, and I knew exactly everybody who knew White Lotus kind of chuckled. And the people who didn't obviously don't watch.
I could hear the people.
I could hear them. They were like
chuckling.
Yeah, they were like, yeah, this is funny. It was funny. It was great. Yeah, it was like a little like, yeah.
So what's going to happen tonight?
God, you know what? Jen Barber today, I was asking me, she was like, what are your predictions? And she's like, she gave me a couple that her daughter told her, and I can't remember what they were exactly. Like, because I was like, I have no idea. I'm like, should we have predictions? Like, oh God.
Yeah.
Like, I mean, the only thing I can say is like, I feel like the security guard might lose his stuff and like go crazy. Maybe. I don't know. Like, I'm really excited about this episode.
I'm really excited too. I don't know.
I mean, I hope they wrap it up. I mean, I'm sure they will. They will cut all the loose ends, tie them up tight.
So was Jennifer Coolidge's husband, was he in season 2?
Yeah. Is this the 3rd season? Yeah.
He was in season 2.
Well, that's a good question now. I mean, I remember they made, I think so.
Because I'm wondering,
a lot.
I haven't seen season 2, but I'm wondering if he's going to stay alive for the next season.
To have somebody.
So maybe he's going to be fine.
Yeah.
But I'm wondering if somehow he gets away with murdering the mom.
Well, somebody was also saying that there might be some blackmailing going on with the are they Russian? The Russian guys?
Oh my gosh,
Maybe
the jewelry stealers.
Yep. Yeah, maybe something with that.
That's right.
And
That's
then
right.
Jen was also saying that, you know, the girl with the short bob haircut was always on her phone talking to people. Like, maybe there's something going on with that. I just honestly, I haven't really thought about it. I don't know.
I just
what
feel
my
like
prediction is.
anything could
It
go.
could be anything.
Yeah.
I mean, I think they set it up that nobody knows. Like they did a good
really
job.
want to know what's going to happen with the dad.
Yeah, I think.
Like, is his family going to find out that what is he embezzling money?
Mm-hmm. Yeah,
I think that's what I'm.
I feel like
about.
he's gonna just like live in Thailand.
Yeah, why not? I mean, that's his only option at this point. His daughter already wants to live there, so win-win.
Right.
His wife, not so much.
She thinks she's in Taiwan.
Buddhism. Does she think she's in Taiwan?
Remember she said to her daughter, "You want to live in Taiwan?" And I looked at Mike at that point. I was like, "Aren't they in Thailand?" And yeah. So she's so funny. Parker Posey.
Funny.
She's really, her character just cracks me up.
She's a good actress.
Yeah. So I am excited. We're gonna watch, and we are definitely gonna have a mini-sode about it. We have to just like kind of recap.
I'm down.
We got to figure out. And then we got to figure out what our next show is going to be. Like, what are we going to watch? Don't you feel like you get like a little sad at the end of these things?
Yes.
Like,
I got real sad at the end of Yellowstone.
yeah.
I feel like I got real sad at the end of something else that we were watching. Oh, Brooklyn Nine-Nine and Brooklyn Nine-Nine.
Yeah, you just want
Still
more.
to this day, I'm like, come on, man.
Yeah, I know, but you do find other things. So there's got to be something.
do.
So if there are any shows out there that you love, let us know. I know somebody did say, what is the name of that hospital show with Noah Wiley in it?
The Pit?
The Pit.
Yeah, The Pit's almost over. I've been watching The Pit.
Oh, for God's sakes, I haven't watched it.
Yeah, well,
Is
I don't
it
know what to
good?
tell you. Yeah, it's so good. Are you
So
joking?
good. Okay. Like worthy? Like is
Worthy
it
of what?
of like the White
your
Lotus
time?
category? Like
White Lotus is like its own
thing.
thing.
Yeah.
It took me a while to even get involved with the White Lotus.
Yeah. Now
It
you're.
was just a slow build.
Yeah.
And now it's like really good. But The Pit is just, if you loved ER and if you have no idea what ER is, then you okay. I never so Grey's Anatomy, it would be similar. It's just a lot of action, and it's gory, like hospital gore.
Oh.
If you are in the medical field, I think you'll really like it. Apparently, they modeled how they handled like the big event.
So it's accurate.
I think it is pretty accurate,
Yeah.
like how they handled this one big event in it.
I think you gotta have to be anymore.
I think it's 12 or 13, maybe 14 episodes long. They're trying to cover an entire shift. And I think it's a 12-hour shift, but the few of the episodes seem to be broken up into 2 parts. So that's why it's not 12 episodes. I think it might be 14. So I watched it Thursday night. I think it was part 1 of the season finale. So
I have to say, Mike is a huge TV guy. And you know, so he definitely does like a lot of research on like shows and what's coming up and what things we should watch. And, you know, we'll get into it and then all of a sudden we'll be like, we're not really into that so much. So we'll see. But I think for me and for, I know my family, we have to get through March Madness. Like basketball.
So we've got Final Four.
Final Four. No, it's Final 2 now.
Final 2 now?
Well, it's Duke and Florida, right?
No, they just lost.
Florida lost?
That's a sense. Duke?
Oh, no, Duke, right. No, Duke. Yes, Duke. I'm sorry. You're exactly right. And I should know this because if Duke would have won the whole thing, my son would have won $1,000.
So sorry, Clay. That was
sorry, Clay. Like Clay. Oh God.
So sorry.
What a bummer. I was really like hoping that you would win that money so we wouldn't have to keep putting money in your account. No. So he's over at Virginia Tech and he was out last night and I got a text after Duke lost and I was like, oh, buddy, I'm so sorry. Like that stinks. He's like, it's all right. He did. Now let's just keep it all in perspective. He won the whole bracket last year. So
he must really know his basketball.
Oh,
like he must. Is he like following it? Like he's following all the players?
He's just really lucky, maybe. I don't know because I think that's
I feel like there's a skill involved with that.
Mike knows it and he's not winning it. But so anyway, so who's in it now? So it's Houston and I think Florida.
You could tell me anybody and I would believe you. I am not following it at all. I just know Maryland's not in it anymore.
I have my earbuds in. I'm working on my playlist as this and I'm watching. I did watch the Duke game last night because it was like Duke was really far ahead and then like by double digits and then they lost that lead at the very end. Like it was really sad. It was pretty sad. So it's kind of a bummer. But once that's over, we can get back to watching TV. Although tonight coming on, sorry. Although I don't know when's the final in the basketball.
I don't know. You're asking the wrong girl. I can Google it.
Yeah. I mean, you would think is it tomorrow or is it next week?
Let me see. When is the champion
NCAA final? I mean, I know you're probably like yelling right now at like, you're like, it's on
tomorrow.
Sunday. Oh, Monday night?
Yeah, tomorrow at 8:50 p.m. I'm literally in bed. I'm not watching.
Well, now that Duke's out, I'm kind of out myself, I have to say. I really don't care now. I was kind of rooting for it, but
these scores are so close, I feel like. Well, except for that game. That was some.
And two of our friends, like our one friend went to Duke, so she was so psyched, and her mom and I know that they're not.
She actually got Jackson a Duke shirt, which is another, I keep saying the word sense, I'm so sorry, another big sense in our house because John went to Maryland. He's just a diehard Maryland fan and just, of course, hates Duke. But I put Jackson in this shirt and took a photo of him and sent it to
everybody hates Duke anymore. They you know why they hated Duke? Because they were all in the ACC together. So now Maryland is now in the Big Ten. which apparently now they're separated. So maybe we can all like Duke a little bit more.
Maybe we can all just get along.
Yeah.
I don't know. I never really had a hatred for Duke because I didn't go to Maryland.
No, same here.
So I
No,
don't
me
get
neither.
it. Like I think the blue color is actually really cute on Jackson. So I kind of
Yeah.
want him to wear the shirt.
Yeah, I kind of agree too. But I mean, I think if you went to Maryland or are a huge Maryland fan, from, you
I
know,
mean, John is one of the nicest guys I've ever met. And when he's like, you're going to need to take that off. Like,
yeah.
I'm like, oh, okay. Okay. I get it. I get it. I get it. I get it.
Yeah, I mean, I think that's how Mike feels too. And his dad went to Maryland, but he's a huge Maryland basketball fan. So yeah, he doesn't want to talk too much Duke, except for last night we were voting for him.
It's kind of how I feel about the Steelers.
Yeah, that's what around here people are like that, aren't they? Yeah, because you're a Ravens fan. I hope you guys have a great week. We're definitely gonna recap quick on, even if we get on Instagram and talk quickly about White Lotus, especially if it's amazing.
I really hope it is.
If it is a flop,
really hope
I am going to be
man,
so
what a bummer.
disappointed.
Yeah. No, it's going to be great. It's going to be so great. Manifest it. It's going to be great.
Manifest it.
Manifest it. Think positive.
Manifest it.
Good thoughts.
All right. Well,
cheers.
Have a great week, guys. Cheers.
Bye.
And that's a wrap on this week's episode of The Spin Cycle. We'll be back next Monday with a brand new episode.
Listen and subscribe wherever you get your podcasts. Follow the show on all social media at Spin Cycle Pod. Thank you guys again for tuning in.